wrestling fans, welcome to the Pro Wrestling Locker Room. I'm your host, Big Bubba Luscious. Alongside me, the amazing one is back.
That's right. It's like old times. It's like 20 years ago, from the year
exactly.
2000.
A little more gray, though, but...
Yeah, I got a little bit of gray popping up here and there. But it's great to be back in the Pro Wrestling Locker Room.
It is. So it's a lot more quieter without AVZ here. That guy's loud.
He's loud. He's still trying to find himself. I don't know. He's got potential. He's going to be a big star one day.
Yeah.
So we'll see. AVZ, wherever you're at, we kind of miss you. Maybe we don't. I don't know. But
maybe a little.
You'll be back. AVZ will be back, Alex Van Zandt.
You're more than a suitable replacement. So
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate the opportunity to come on and talk about Metro Pro Wrestling and all of Michigan Independent Wrestling and anything that we can dig our.
In this next half hour, we got some stuff to talk about some shows, and we got a match. You're one of your matches.
Oh, excellent.
In fact, so
that's exciting. I love watching my matches.
Yeah, I think we should kick it off right now with your match.
You want to do that?
Yeah, let's kick it off.
All right, let's do it.
We can talk a little bit after.
Okay.
All right, so let's roll that match. This is from the last MPW show at the Downriver Council for the Arts, which I love that building.
It's a great building. It's a great venue for professional wrestling.
Yes.
And, Cassius Starr, who is the son of Apollo Starr, who is one of the Soul Shooters.
And I'm sure you've dealt with him before, his dad.
Oh, many times.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of battles in the war in Lima, Ohio, XICW.
Yep.
All sorts of, ring action against his father, which is kind of like why there's some mutual respect. Instead of me mauling him right here, I'm going to give him a little bit of benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But, here he is. We lock up. I give him a knee to the gut. And there's a size advantage I have. He's a little bit smaller, young guy.
Right.
But it takes a while to put on that size, get in the gym.
Yep.
Get your diet and exercise right.
Oh, good chop.
Yep, knife edge chop. Right there to Cassius Starr.
I was going to ask you, during, in this match, did you see any similarities between Cassius and his dad?
I do. A lot of charisma.
Okay.
A lot of charisma and a good threshold of pain tolerance.
Oh, look at that. Now he's giving you some chops.
Yeah, he showed his quickness right there. He ducked under one of my knife edge chops, but a quick knee took him right back down to the mat.
Yep.
There we go. Pick up by all that hair. Irish whip sends him off. Oh, look, he's quick. Ducks under. Didn't he? Big leg lariat. He didn't capitalize though. He had to stop to fix his knee pad, so I'm able to roll out of the ring. He could have covered me.
Oh, timeout. I don't know about that. I don't think they do those.
There's timeouts in pro wrestling.
Oh, wow.
But see here, he gave me too much time. I saw what he was doing. I saw him trying to get the crowd into it.
Yeah.
He takes off running, and I've
shut it down.
I've been in this situation too many times. So I asked the people.
Yeah. Of course, they say no.
Yeah.
Although you still did. So.
But that was perfectly legal, right in the abdominal area.
Yep.
This is not legal.
Oh, that's not. No.
That's some boots to right above the eyelids.
Referee Bobby got on you about that too, I saw.
He did. You know what? That's something that the Canadian Destroyer taught me many years ago.
Oh, yeah.
You jump up and you just take them boots and slice them across the forehead and the eyeballs. And it takes their vision, makes them all blurry. And here's one of my favorite moves, short arm clothesline.
Oh, yeah, right.
I've taken everybody out with that move. It's just one of those things. You get a quick range, grab the wrist, short under, boom. Oh, almost got a 3 count right there. He barely got out. He tried to kick his leg and get a shoulder up. So, he's shooting for everything right there.
Another great crowd at the Council of the Arts there. Got the balcony filled, got the floor filled. A lot of people come on out to these shows. I really, truly, deeply appreciate it. Of course, the fans coming out, because without the fans, we wouldn't have shows. But
exactly,
we got a good loyal following, and I'm appreciative of all of them coming out. Whoa, there you go, small package.
Yep, so here's a little bit, and this shows a rookie mistake right there.
Yeah.
He tried to go for an inside cradle, but he just couldn't hook it. And that short delay, and his ring positioning, I was too close to the ropes.
Could escape.
But of course, I always know where I'm at in the ring at all times, because right now he's going to get a little bit of knee lift action.
Oh, wow.
Look at that uppercut, European uppercut.
What's Bobby yelling it for? Telling you to get it back in the ring.
I just called him, you little punk.
Soul Taker calls him Mr. Magoo.
Mr. Magoo, yeah. Big knee lift.
Funny.
Wow, that was amazing.
Yep. The crowd, see, look at that. They're clapping for. They like you, the crowd.
There's a mutual respect.
Right. I can't say they all like you.
Right. Some love to hate me.
Yes.
I don't pull any punches. I'm there to win matches. I'm not. I don't have to be the most popular wrestler on the roster.
Right.
My job is to get in there and win.
Win matches. Yeah.
I'm technically still undefeated.
Right.
Metropolitan champion. I was stripped of the title.
Yes.
So it's okay. He's trying to mount a
that's the
comeback.
past,
Yeah. Trying to mount a comeback. Boom.
Oh man.
Got caught in the corner with a nice clothesline. Clotheslines are one of my favorite moves because you can hit it from any range. Short range, if they're coming off the ropes, they're stuck in a corner, and it's your whole body's getting rocked when you take a clothesline. So.
Well, Bobby's getting on you again.
Yep, tell him to get him out of the corner. He got a 5 count.
I don't know. Bobby better get those glasses checked sometimes.
I think so.
They're pretty thick.
Oh, barely got that boot up.
Or maybe like Coke bottles. Oh man.
Oh, using some of that quickness. Look at that.
Yep.
Modified Hurricane Rana.
Oh,
no.
Wait. Oh man. Short-lived.
I saw him charging in, so I gave him an STO. If I can just get underneath you, boom, I'll hook it.
Right. Oh, amazing leg drop.
Patented amazing leg drop.
Yes.
Been doing that forever.
It's been around for a while, yeah. Oh,
But
what?
I got a little cocky. I didn't hook the leg. That was just me kind of showing off a little bit.
Oh, you said that was 3. Bobby said no.
Yeah.
That's 2. He's like, nope. Sorry, 2 count.
I don't know if Bobby can count to 3.
Maybe.
I think the crowd counts to 3, and he just happens to be there.
Yeah,
he just says
help him along. Yeah.
He lets the crowd do all of his
Calls for him. Yeah. Yep.
Come on, Cassius. And right here, I was trying to, show the people this guy's pretty tough.
Yeah.
He's young, but he's taking everything.
He's taking a beating, yeah. But he still keeps coming back, so gotta give him credit.
Big double chop. He's writhing in pain right there.
Oh, what's coming up here? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm revving up. We got some fans in the background there getting ready for this big one. Going for a big,
man.
Went for another clothesline, but he moved.
Yep. Now he's got to gather his stuff and get going here. He's giving him a chance here.
Well, that knocked the wind out of me a little bit.
Yeah, right. Yep.
That'll take the starch out of your sails.
But he's still down from that, so.
Yeah, that got me rocking a little bit. But let's see what he can do because he's got an opportunity here. This is a big opening for Cassius Star. Oh, breaks of the hands. Wow. Oh, those are illegal right hands. I didn't throw a punch. If you saw, I used forearms and
look at Bobby not doing his job.
Nope.
Not stopping it.
Bigger. I was able to reverse that. Skinny. Whoa.
Oh, wow.
What in the world was that?
I don't know. Some kind of...
I blinked and this guy's flipping.
Fast. Wow.
Oh, big boot.
Yep.
Trying to take my head off.
That could be it right there. 1, 2, and...
Oh, got that shoulder up. He kicked me right in the face.
Yeah. They'll take you out of it.
But that's the thing, and this is nothing against his size, but when you're that small, your strikes aren't going to have the effects.
Oh, yeah.
The bigger you are. Oh, Russian leg sweep. He had to work for that.
Yep. Uh-oh. Now he's shaking the fans behind him.
So this is what happens when you're one of these skinny guys.
Wow. Yeah.
You can do some impressive feet.
Flippity-floppity moves.
But he didn't have the weight to hold me down. He put everything across my shoulders. I was still able to kick out. I think he's trying to get the people. I think he's earned the fans' respect here.
Oh yeah.
When you can last in a match with Amazing Nate Mattson, the fans are going to respect that.
And this is his first time, in Metro Pro.
Exactly. I think it's one of his first times in Michigan.
Oh yeah.
So he's making his Michigan debut and Metro Pro debut, but he's taking too long.
Oh yeah, look at this. Yeah, way too long.
He gets some height. He went for a frog splash, but no, I moved out of the way.
You're already out of the way there.
I think we're taking a trip to Nate Mao right here.
Uh-oh.
I saw him coming.
Yep, it's
find the temple. Bang.
Man. Good night.
Yep.
1,
I'm beating the best of the best.
And 3. Wow.
I beat Jack Vaughn with that move.
Yeah.
And I beat Cassius Star.
All right, let's get back to the studio. Man. Well, age, even he's youth on his side, but still.
Well, experience is always going to beat out over youth. He's got some excitement. He's got some energy. But he just didn't have the experience. There was a couple times where he kind of flubbed up. He didn't know what to do.
Right.
That's where experience, I've been doing this. November, it'll be 27 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And November's 22 years for Metro Pro.
Metro Pro.
So there you go.
And I named Metro Pro.
You sure did.
I named Metro Pros. I gave it a name. I said we
name.
need the best of the best in all of Metro Detroit.
Yep.
They're all going to meet under one roof, Metro Pro Wrestling.
And you named the Metropolitan Championship.
I did, because we
Which
had,
sometimes people get it confused, call it the Heavyweight Championship. I'm like, no, it's the Metropolitan Championship.
Exactly.
You don't have to be a heavyweight to wear that.
Exactly.
So it could be anybody. But it's currently carried by Adam Wick, who will be in attendance at the show this Saturday with a big announcement. I think, Adam's hurt, so wait and see what he's got to talk about. But
it just seems like whoever gets a hold of that Metropolitan title for too long, there's a lot of risk involved, and you're throwing all caution to the wind. I mean, the Metropolitan title, you're going to give it all because that title means so much. So I think Adam Wick, he kind of overdid it, and he got hurt. I think he tore his tricep.
Yeah.
So that's a long-term injury.
Right.
He's going to be out for a while.
Rehab and
he's got rehab and who knows, possibly surgery. So we'll keep everyone posted on that.
A decision will be made that night, though. What's going to happen with that title, for sure. Whether he keeps it, he defends it, gives it up. I don't know what he's going to do, but whatever happens, we'll decide something that night, for sure.
Yes, something absolutely has to be done.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the top championship in the whole company.
Yes.
And there's a lot of other worthy contenders that have been working their way up the ladder for a shot at that title. So if we can get some type of thing where we get the top, 2, 3, 4 contenders, put them all in a match or put them in a tournament, we can have something really exciting for the fans here at Metro Pro.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. And also, we're on Saturday night, this Saturday, October 7th, we're going to have the tag team titles defended. Heather Blue and Ray Larson, the tag champs.
That's right, the first ever women's Metro Pro tag team champions.
Are going to defend their belts against Grim Reality.
Okay, that's a huge challenge.
And Tanner and Max.
Oh, there's even more.
And Akuma and Great Tiger.
Wait, there's even more?
Yeah, a four-corner tag match.
The odds are stacked against these ladies.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll see, hopefully there's some good officiating, some referees to keep it all legal. That's a huge match.
Yes, for sure. We have a couple good officials that night. We're going to have Tango and George.
George is an excellent referee. He always calls it right down the middle. And there's even times where he's called me out on some things, but he's got to do his job.
Right. And then we have a battle of the champions as the Heritage champ Forever Young is going to take on the TV champ Father Marquise in a grudge match.
That's a big one.
No belts on the line, of course, because it's not about the belts. It's about their relationship they have. They get their hatred. They hate each other. They like each other. They hate each other.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Right.
I think it's just because professional jealousy has crept into their relationship.
Yeah.
And they want to see who the better man is.
And
they're two up-and-comers that are really hungry, and they both want the spotlight, and they both want to be the best of the best in Metro Pro.
Yes. And Jason Hotch will be in attendance as well on Saturday, October 7th.
Excellent.
And then Karam, a man you're very familiar with, the big guy, is taking on my co-host, AVZ. So
that's a big test. ABZ, I hope you got your working boots on because Karam's going to throw you from pillar to post.
Oh, right.
He's very strong. I felt his strength. He is not somebody that you take lightly. So make sure you do your homework, study up on him, and find his weakness and target it and go after it.
Yep. And then we have a newcomer to Metro Pro, Dontavio, taking on TJ Meyer.
Okay, yeah.
And TJ has been really successful as of late at MPW.
He's really stepped up his game. He's really improved. He's really and impressed the fans in Metro Pro. They've started to take a liking to TJ of his no-nonsense attitude.
Yep, and he was in that big match last show, of course, with Jake Christ and Crazy King in the triple threat.
Yeah, and that match
came up short,
insane.
But I mean, look who you're in the ring with. Jake Christ, a phenomenal athlete.
Jake Christ, I've known him since he started wrestling. He is one of the top independent wrestlers in the world right now. And sometimes he's in and out of Impact Wrestling, and he's done a lot of things that people take notice when Jake Christ is on the card. So he's definitely somebody to keep an eye out on.
And then Crazy King, that guy, he's crazy. That's all I can say. I mean, he's from Mexico. He's coming over. He wants to make a name for himself over here, so he wanted to make a name at Metro Pro and join that triple threat match. And I was really impressed with Crazy King.
Yeah, he's very unpredictable, very wild and crazy. He likes to do a lot of high-flying moves, but not only that, though, it's just his aggressive nature. Even if he doesn't take to the sky, he can, do submission holds, he can do strikes, so you just never know. He's very unpredictable.
Yep, and then we have Layla Hall making her MPW debut, the youngster, fresh out of school.
Yeah.
He's going to have a match.
Well, that's the thing about Metro Pro. You know, when people come out of the House of Truth or Can-Am Wrestling, Metro Pro Wrestling has always been a place where people can get their feet wet, get some experience and some exposure in front of a great audience, and against top-notch talent.
Oh yeah, definitely. And like speaking of Can-Am, I remember back in the day when Scott D'Amore would sent me P.D. Williams, Chris Sabin, and all them guys, Alex Shelley, all them guys, when they'd get out of the school, they all came over and wrestled for me.
Yeah, and speaking of Can-Am, so I won't be able to be in attendance, because Border City Wrestling is celebrating 30 years.
Yep, our friends across the water.
Yep, right over in Windsor, and I'm in a big match. It hasn't been announced yet, but it's going to be a bonkers once people see what match I'm in.
Oh, man.
But you've got...
I did see the Rascals versus the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yes.
That right there.
That right there is
worth the price of admission.
Very huge. Tommy Dreamer's going to be there.
Oh,
D'Lo Brown, Johnny Swinger. Kurt Angle will be doing a special meet and greet.
Yep, there you go.
So, I mean, of course, all your other Border City favorites.
Border City's great.
Aiden Prince,
I love Border City.
Upinder.
I remember going over there once a month at the Chicaro Club and watching the Border City shows.
Yep, this is at the St. Clair College in Windsor. So, I mean, we're gonna pack the place, get 1,000 or 2,000 there.
Yeah, oh yeah, they do great crowds over there.
They do.
Scott D'Amore and Border City and
and they're associated with Impact Wrestling.
Yep.
They're kind of like the little sister promotion,
like the Farm League, maybe you could say.
Yeah, developmental.
Yeah.
So Border City Impact Wrestling, near and dear to my heart, just because I got so many friends that work there. Jake Something, Chris Sabin, of course.
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo,
Can't forget Johnny Bravo. He's a great guy.
Great guy. He's done so much for the Michigan independent scene. He makes sure he looks out for the talent. He gives them opportunities to move up in their careers in this profession. It's a hard business, but you got to have people in your corner, and you got to have the right people that are respectable in this industry.
He's always been good to me, Johnny Bravo. But he's not afraid to put me in line either when I need it. Sometimes I do need it, and he's there to do it for me. So I appreciate it.
Exactly.
Keeps me in line.
When you are associated with someone like Scott D'Amore, who's Impact president, it's all business. We got to treat it like a business, and we've got to make sure that respect is there and that work ethic.
And speaking about Border City too, the old timers like Bobby Clancy and Otis Apollo and Chris Pelon. Scotty, what was his name? Scotty Libido. Can't forget him.
Jeffrey Scott, who has also done announcing for Impact Wrestling.
All those guys are still around, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Enjoying retirement.
Absolutely.
As we speak. But
absolutely.
Yeah, it's great promotion over there. But back again to Metro Pro October 7th, also we got Nicky Ratu, who's been having his problems with the congregation.
Yes.
2 months ago, he beat Brother Dante because Brother Ultra accidentally cost Dante the match.
Yeah.
And then last show, Dante cost Ultra the match. So, they're not getting along right now. The congregation, those two at least.
No, they need to hug it out. They need to get on the same page, and they got to realize.
Well, Dante just left the ring. He just left Ultra high and dry in the ring.
He got frustrated.
Yep.
Well, that's the thing. As a professional, you got to keep your wits about you. You have to keep your cool. And sometimes these things happen. You got to go to the back, talk it out, and come back together with a new game plan.
So this show, it's Nicky Ratu versus Brother Dante and Brother Ultra in a handicap match.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so let's see if they can work their differences out.
This will be a true test to see if they can get on the same page.
Yes.
Because Nicky Ratu, he'll surprise you.
Oh yeah.
I've had a match with him, and he's a sneaky little guy. So we'll see.
Oh yeah, we'll see how that goes. And I want to ask you too, Nate. We're talking about you've been in many locker rooms from wrestling. Yes. How is it in the locker rooms today compared to how it was in the locker rooms, say, 10 years ago?
Well, even 10 years ago, there's a lot of new talent. And they're a lot of younger. And so, like, older talent, there's going to be a generation gap.
Okay.
There's going to be something where, this generation grew up on video games where, we grew up on studying VHS tapes and reading magazines and things like that. And we consumed wrestling in a different way. And wrestling was taken a little bit more seriously back in the day. So now I think the younger people getting into it, they kind of look at wrestling as just playtime. And, then they get in the ring with a veteran, and that veteran stretches them and squashes them and beats them up a little bit, and it's a little rough. And so you have to pay your dues, and you have to earn respect. And that's the difference about today is some people might take some shortcuts, and this isn't everybody, but it's just some things I've noticed. So we've got to make sure that the respect is shown, especially for the people that paved the way, because there's people that have been in this business, way longer than I have, and I respect. Like I was just on a show with Austin Idol, who, Memphis legend.
Yeah, great show you were on.
Bobby Fulton
versus
Suicide. Yes, I defeated Suicide.
Wow, former Impact champion, right? X Division champion. Yeah.
So, and that's the thing is there's definitely different generations in that aspect. But, wrestling is all about you respect the business, and so that's how you move ahead. You got to earn the respect of the veterans and the promoters. And but if you are all about drama, you're not going to last.
Keep that out. Yeah, keep the drama out. That's one thing I've noticed for running shows 22 years. There's more drama, which I hate drama.
There's no need for it.
Try to avoid it.
We all got to work together.
Wrestling is supposed to be fun. Yeah. It's not supposed to be drama.
Exactly.
Just have fun.
And if we all come together and work as a team, then everybody's going to make money, that we're going to draw big crowds, and everyone's going to move on to the WWE and TNA and wherever else. Go to Japan, Mexico.
For sure.
The sky's the limit.
And speaking of, let's bring Impact back again.
Yes.
On Impact, who would you say right now is the guy in Impact?
Well,
there's so many.
There is, but Alex Shelley finally winning the Impact World Championship.
Yes.
Because even just a few years ago, he was kind of like out of the business. He was working on other things in his life.
Yep.
But now he came back, and what a comeback!
Right.
He wins the World Heavyweight title.
Right.
So I think Alex Shelley is the guy to beat. Walking weapon, Josh Alexander is back.
Yeah, he's back.
He's the former champion. He came back from an injury. Yeah. Of course, Chris Sabin, a 10-time X Division champion, my student, who's been on the show and who's been in Impact, Metro Pro Wrestling.
Yep.
One of the originals.
First PWL TV champ.
Exactly.
Chris Sabin. Yeah.
Exactly. So, it's just like the homegrown talent that Impact has that comes right from Detroit or Windsor.
Right.
It's just incredible to see all these guys.
Our own Jason Hotch over at Impact with the good hands.
Yeah.
He's doing some good things over there.
Yep. Jack Price, who I just had a match with, the Impact Digital match.
Shogun's over there.
Shogun? Yep. Jackson Stone. We've got a lot of great Michigan talent.
Oh, yeah. Represented over there. Impact.
That's the thing. People can't sleep on Michigan independent wrestling. There's going to be people that have come up. If they get trained properly from either Can-Am or Skull and Bones, which is House of Truth,
Skull and Bones,
Yep, those are CK3 and Trey Miguel where they opened up Skull and Bones.
Yeah, I got the pleasure of visiting there before.
It's a great place.
It's a good place, yeah, very good place.
So if you get properly trained and you kind of go to the veterans that can teach you and to guide you and mentor you, then the sky's the limit for you to move up. And it takes years to pay your dues, but if you put in the work, then it's going to pay off in dividends.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And you can't say, hey, I watch Monday Night Raw, I can wrestle.
Right.
That's like saying, I watch Grey's Anatomy, I can be a surgeon.
Exactly.
You can't do that.
No,
it doesn't happen.
Years of experience. It's trial and error. It's getting in the ring with guys better than you. Wrestling veterans, and that's how I learned. I wrestled all the veterans.
And and some guys, they go through the school and they wrestle for maybe 3 months, and then they just say, you know what, it's not for me.
Right.
And they drop out or whatever. And they're, and then some guys are just like, they stick through it, and the training's not easy. Not at all.
No, I mean it's.
I went to this House of Truth. I saw some of their training sessions.
Exactly. It's a lot of. It's a lot of getting you in shape. It's best that if you come to wrestling school already with some shape, but running on a treadmill or doing a Stairmaster and all that does not equate to being in ring shape.
Yeah.
Being in ring shape means you've got to run, jump, yell, scream, throw, bang, get thrown, and all not get blown up. So it takes lots of practice, lots of conditioning.
Gotta hit the weights.
Oh yeah, the reason you hit the weights is you don't want to be too bulky, but you need some muscle. So when you do get thrown, that it can absorb. Mm-hmm. That's the thing people don't realize is you need strength to lift up your opponents, but you also need that cushion to get thrown.
Like Karam again. Look at Karam and Hotch and Ren Jones and all that. All them guys are phenomenal shape.
Jake something.
Yep, Jake something.
These guys are putting the time in the gym, and they're getting out on the weekends. Even during the week, they're getting bookings.
Right.
So they're going all around the country. Even some of them the world. So it's a great thing, and I'm really excited for what Michigan has to offer to the industry of professional wrestling.
Yep.
If I can help anybody, with all 27 years of my experience, that's what I usually do.
And we have some great promotions here in Michigan. Besides Metro Pro, we have Horror Slam, we have IWR.
Yeah,
doing great things down in the Monroe area.
Yep, Insane Wrestling Revolution. I just beat up Sammy Callahan.
That's good.
I help out Johnny Bravo.
Yes, I want to make it to a show there. They have really good shows. I see the footage and it looks real fun.
Yeah, that punk Rhino. I mean, that great guy Rhino.
You're partly Canadian, I heard. So
I was trained in Canada.
Okay.
So there's this really tight knit group of Canadians. Can-Am. Mm-hmm. So I'll take some Canadian love right
and
there.
Also our friends at Clash Wrestling, Jeremy over there at Clash. Yeah. He puts on some phenomenal shows.
Exactly. XICW.
Well.
There's a couple new ones popping up, so we'll see how things go. Pro Wrestling All Stars. You got a few that are really contributing to the scene.
Right, yes.
But Metro Pro Wrestling has done a great job with
Thank you, I
building a fan
appreciate that.
base.
Yeah, so 22 years next month.
It's incredible.
Flew by.
That is a very awesome accomplishment.
Well, thank you. You were a part of it. You were there since day one. So
I love it. I love Metro Pro. I love the fans.
We're about to close out here, so I just want to ask you, out of the guys right now wrestling around the Michigan area, who's the guy? We talked about Impact, but who's the guy here in Michigan?
We've got a few injuries. We've got a few people that have already made it to Impact.
Yeah.
I think that there's still some guys that need to be tested. Okay. We've seen the Hotches. We've seen the Jack Prices.
Right.
We've seen Karam. I think Karam could do a heck of a lot more if he, was dedicated and motivated, and we would see him put out those matches that tell great stories and draw the fans in. So we just need to see more of that. Adam Wick is injured, but he's a guy that has been really stepped up his game and has really impressed the fans. So,
and it's also great to see Orlando Christopher back.
Yes,
Let's not forget that. You and him have had some battles.
Yes, definitely. Big battles, and he's one of my best friends.
I'm glad to see him back. But we got to wrap it up here. So for the amazing Nate, we'll catch you next time on the PWL.
All right. That was amazing.
Very.